Oh, so so just to tell you, as we said in the demo class, or as we know, SQL is what we can say, what structured query language. This and all will be there. Structured query language will be there. This SQL language, whichever database you go, whether you go to Oracle, whether you go to SQL Server, whether you go to Databricks, whether you go to Hive, whether you go to PostgreSQL, Postgres, wherever you go, it will be there. But little bit syntax will be different. Arjun, what does that mean? So this language, if you want to perform, any one of these database should be installed first, should be installed. So how to install the software? I'll be uploading today. You can go and what you can say, install the software. I'll be giving access to you. One, this is the software which you'll be getting access, which I'll be giving you. That is nothing but here. If you go and see, this software will have the link. Let me show you. Yeah. Yeah. So if you go and see, not this one. Yeah, sorry. If you go and see, this link I'll be sharing with you. One is for software installation steps. Second one is SQL Workbench. Then one is SQL Server. Arjun, what is this one? I am providing here document to install two soft databases. One Oracle, two SQL Server. Whichever you want, you can install. It's up to you. So I have already both in my laptop, even including Postgres also I'm having. Why, Arjun? Just to tell you, if you know one, other one will be easy. So if you want to install Oracle, that's one only more majorly we'll be discussing in the classroom. So this is the document which you have to go through. First, you have to install the software. That's what I'm telling you. If you go and see, this is pretty easy. You can go. This is the link. You have to take this link. You have to take this link from here or click directly this link, whatever it is. Go to Google, and if you just go and do this one, it will give you this one. One is what? Oracle. Second is SQL Workbench. Third is what? SQL Developer. You can download this from here. You can download. Once you download, so if you go inside this folder, unzip, there will be setup file will be there. You should not be clicking from here. You should be doing from what? Downloaded folder. Or maybe some people may get confused. I have seen they'll be clicking here. You should not be doing it. Let me do. To tell again clearly. You have to download this one. What you have to do? You have to download. Once you download, it will come to what? Downloaded folder. You have to unzip that one. Once you unzip, this is how your software folder will be looking like this. It should be here. 1 second. Yeah, it should be SQL Developer Workbench. Oracle one is not here. 1 second. Let me download Y2. So I'm coming back from here. So you have to download from here. Once you click, it will come here. Go and click on download. It may take some time. Let it take. Once it's over. You have to go to Oracle XC Win64. You have to go and click on that water. Setup file. Double click. Next. You follow that normal software installation thing. In one place, it asks for the password. That all I mentioned here. You go, and if you see here, click on this download. Copy the file to your system. This you go and unzip. Once you unzip, disk folder will come. Inside the disk folder, setup file will be there. click on next, double click on what? Next, okay. Accept what? Terms, next, and click next. It will show what? Where it is installing. Then specify the database password. You have to give the password, okay. In this screen, it will ask for the password. Give your own password. Whatever password you want, you can give. Like in my case, I am giving Arjun, okay. Let's say I can give. But I mentioned here no, your password, don't keep the @ symbol. Don't keep what? @ symbol in your password. Okay. Then click what? Next. Okay. It will take around 3 to 5 minutes of time or 10 minutes of time. Your installation will complete. Your installation will complete. Is it clear how to install Oracle software? Everyone? What is happening? Okay. Fine. Okay. So yeah, I could see the response earlier. I was not able to see. Fine. So once, okay, you install Oracle software, what you can do is I will be giving, okay, software SQL Workbench. If you want, you can install. Arjun, what is this one? It's a GUI tool. What is this one? GUI tool. So it's installing Oracle software, you know. Okay. Now once you install, you have to run commands. Which commands? SQL commands. Then what you have to do is, if you want to run SQL commands, okay, we should have some interface. Okay. What is that interface? One is, okay, run SQL command line will be there. Another one will be there, GUI tool. Another one will be the GUI tool. What is GUI tool? GUI tool can be SQL Workbench. GUI tool can be, okay, Toad. GUI tool can be SQL Developer Tool. SQL Developer Tool. Okay. Like that, this GUI tool can be anything. Can be anything. Okay. So SQL Developer, if you want, you can install from here. Okay. This is the link which I provided here. You can go install. Okay. That way, right? SQL Developer, you'll be able to install. No, Arjun, I want the Toad link. I will share you. No, Arjun, I want the SQL Workbench. Yes, SQL Workbench you want, that is there already here itself. Okay, you can go and install. How to install the SQL Workbench? Okay, that steps is there. That steps is there, which I'll be, okay, giving here. Okay, SQL Workbench installation steps is provided in this document. In this document, I provided, you have to go internet, you have to download. Once it will come, how you'll be installing. I just mentioned here step by step. Any one tool is fine. Any one tool is fine. But why you are telling all these stories, Arjun? The reason is same again. Okay. It's a based upon the company, based upon the project where you go. They may be using a Toad. They may be using a SQL developer. They may be using a SQL workbench. They may be using anything. Okay. So in my project, in one of the project, I'm working in Azure Data Engineer, right? Okay. We are getting data from Oracle. Okay. So to connect to that Oracle database, okay, to see whether they send the data or not, the tables are having a data or not, we are connecting from SQL Workbench. SQL Workbench we are using to connect to the Oracle database, whatever source we are having. Sometimes we'll be getting some, okay, a data mismatch or something. We'll connect, okay, and see whether required data is there or not there. Then we'll be sending the mail to them saying that, hey, you people did not send the required data. That's why today batches did not proceeded or it failed. Whatever it is, we'll be telling. So you should not be getting confused. It is not only these three, maybe another tools also will be there. But at the end, you understand it's just a tool. Okay. Your SQL command, what you are going to learn, that is not going to change where you are executing. It is not going to change. Okay. The commands will be same. But where you are going to execute, the tool may be different based on your company where you are going. Arjun, what you mean? Okay, that I will tell you. But till now, are you clear about the GUI tool and the tools? So what will be using to connect to the database? Everyone? Okay, fine, fine. Now, now, now I'll be sharing this document. You'll be installing Oracle software, no Arjun. Okay, later point of time in my office, in my company, there is a SQL server. The SQL server installation guide I provided here. Okay, I provide here. You have to download from the internet by going through this link. Okay, these steps you can go and install the SQL server. Okay, if you face any issues, you can ping me or check once in a Google. Okay, and install a SQL server whenever you need. Okay, this SQL server you don't need if you are not going for Azure Data Engineer. Okay, but if you are going for Azure Data Engineer classes, then the SQL server also is required. Why, Arjun? Azure is from Microsoft. Okay, there we will be covering one of the scenario on-prem to cloud migration. On-prem to cloud migration, we have to cover some of the examples in data factory and all. That time you have to install mandatorily, or else now only I will install it. I'll be practicing both. When you tell comparison and all, it's up to you, but mandatorily please install the Oracle software. It's after Oracle software, there only will be practicing. And mandatorily install SQL Workbench or Toad, anyone you install, or SQL developer, it's up to you. Fine. This is about installation part. If you get stuck, let me know. Document is very clear. Now now I am telling, once, okay, your database is installed. Once your database is installed, okay. One second. Yeah. Once, I'm not sharing. Sorry. No. Can you see my screen? Okay. Once your database is installed, like this is your database. This is your database. So now what we'll be using? We will be using tool. Tool, which tool? Okay. You can use command line. Okay. You can use, okay, Toad, okay. Toad you can use. Okay. You can go and use SQL Workbench. Whatever you want, you can go and use, connect to this one. Connect to this one. What is this one? This is a command line. What is this one? This is a Toad. Okay. Or what is this one? This is what? SQL Workbench. SQL Workbench. Or what is this one? SQL Developer Tool. It can be anything. It can be anything. All will be connected to. All will be connected to same database. Okay. The database will be same, but the tool will be different. Tool will be different. Arjun, what does that mean? In my laptop, once you install the Oracle software in your laptop also, first thing is run SQL command line. Once installation is completed, this one. Right click, run as administrator. Yes or no? Yes. Yes. So here you can come and say connect. What is the username? By default, username will be system for everyone. Everyone username will be what? System. And what is the password? Whatever you give while installing, that is the password. That is the password. It is telling what? Wrong password. It is telling what? Wrong password. If I give right password, it will connect. That means what happened, you know? This is your Oracle database. From command line, you are able to make this link, okay, because it's connected. Connected means from command line to the database, connection is established. You can do here. Once you connect, what will be doing? You can do whatever you want. Create a table, okay, ADE2, okay, T1, ID, number, name, varchar 2 of 10. You can create the table. You can go and insert the data. You can go and insert the data. One, Arjun, okay, blah, blah, blah. Whatever it is. You can insert the data. You can select the data. Okay. It is up to you. Whatever you want, you can do. But first thing is you have to connect. If you are doing here, this is called command line. Command line. Arjun, what is the issue with the command line? Okay. What is the issue? This command line, mostly whoever in the classroom here, okay, who is learning now, you may not be using it, or chances will be very less, because one, you are going for what, Azure Data Engineer, or some are there for what, okay, business analyst, or some are there for Power BI, and all is there. So that means you will be using a GUI tool. You will not be using the command line. But some will be there, pure PLC code developers. Okay, like a Netra. Okay, I think she's working as a PLC code developer. Okay, and Sai, you working as a PLC code developer. Pure PLC code developer. If someone is working in Oracle, then they will be connected to the command line through putty. Through putty, there they have to run the commands like this. If any issues comes, okay, if any issues comes from T1, it will give error. This issue, how will you fix? You cannot to keep the cursor and fix the issue. Fix the issue. You have to retype this command, or we have to do edit. You have to do what? Edit. Like this and all we have to do. Okay. Oh, EMP number, ename is not there in a T1 table. We are having ID and name. We are having in a T1 table. Okay. Like this, you have to change and execute. And execute. If any errors comes and all. If any errors comes on. Just give me a minute. Yeah. So this is what you have to do if it is in what? Command line. Okay. Command line means you have to use edit. Okay. I'm not discussing this. Hey, 1 second. Charging 1 second. Yes, fine. Okay. So I'm not discussing much about this command line, okay? But still, if you want, you can go on to practice. It will be as it is same. The only one thing is, if any issue with your command, any issue with the command, you have to fix means you have to type edit. That will be opening in the notepad, okay? That you have to go and do the changes. Click on close, save. Then if you want to execute, you have to keep the slash. Like this you have to do. But the same thing here, if you wanted to do, in the Toad, okay, what we'll be doing is you'll go and say, you'll open, I'll come from starting if required. Yes, exit. Okay. I'll just go and say Toad. Okay. You'll be opening this GUI tool, Toad or SQL developer, whatever it is. Okay. So you want to connect with user system. What is the password? You can give here. Akshara. Already I give. You can click on what? Save password. That means what? It will be saved. You don't need to give every time. Click connect. Click connect. And click what? Okay. So here what I can do, again same thing. Once you connect, you can go and do create table ADE2, okay, T2. T1 table will be there here. You can select directly, okay, the table what you created. Here you can see, okay. Here, 1 second, what the table we created? That's the same table, right? 1 second. ADE2 T1. System. 1 second. Yeah, let me create a new table. It should be showing. Okay, create table. What I will do is ADE T2. Okay, ID, number, name. What you can do? Varchar 2 of 10. Like this, you can go and create the table. Okay. So, but here you can click on this one. It will execute. You can see in the downside, table is created. No, Arjun, I want to add the data. What you can do? Insert into ADE T2. Okay. Value. So you can go and say one Arjun. One Arjun. This command you want to execute? Go and click on execute. One row inserted. You can see here one row inserted. Notice I want to insert the second row. This you can go copy, paste downside, change the values here to okay and say Veena. Say Veena. This you want to execute? You can execute. Okay. No, Arjun, I want to insert the third row. Then go and do copy paste and do what? 3. Okay. 3. Okay. And you can go and say Hemant. Hemant. Now what happened? Done. 3 rows are inserted. No, Arjun, I want to see what data is there. ADE 2. Okay. 2 T2. Now wide something is causing issue. Okay, issue with the code. Okay, for sure. Let me do with the system. It is inserting the data. Okay, 1 second. What is the spelling mistake I had? 1 second. Are you seeing any difference between?
Yes, Arjun, AD2, that is
Okay,
AD
okay. Sorry,
underscore.
ADE
Yeah.
2T2. Sorry, bad, my bad. Sorry. So ADE, okay. Now if you go and see T2, can you see the data? Okay. No, Arjun, okay. In this, okay, I'll just say it is giving error, Arjun. If it is giving error, I no need to do anything. I can keep the mouse here. I can change that one and I can run. Okay. No, Arjun, I want to get ID, name, salary from ADE T2. Now if you go and see, it is giving error. I no need to edit. I can go and change this one and I can run. Note I want to run again the first command. I can move the cursor. Second command. I can move here wherever I want easily. But that you cannot do in the command line. Are you getting the difference between command line and the GUI tool? See, I'm not covering the SQL yet. I'm covering the tool today. I'll cover SQL in some time. I'm just covering what tools we'll be using, how to install. Is it clear? Difference between SQL command line and what? Okay. Toad one. Are you clear? Everyone? Veena, Hemant. Okay, fine, perfect. So you understood that, okay, software installation plus Toad, okay, and what command line. No, Arjun, I'll be using SQL Workbench. If you use SQL Workbench also, it will be same, okay. Whichever user will be logging, you'll be logging in, okay, and here you'll go and run, okay, ID, number, name, okay, varchar 2 of 10. It is not going to change. And do what? Execute. Here it will tell what table is created. Now you can go and say select star from ADE T3. Okay, it will do. Okay, it is telling what statement is filed because star should be there. ADET3. Okay. Now if you go and run, it's telling what no data. Now Arjun, you insert the data. It's the same. All the stories are same. I not insert much. I just do Arjun record. I'm inserting. Okay. Done. Now if I go and run this command, it will show me one Arjun. Whichever you want, you'll be using in the real time, you'll be using. But all are same. All are connected to which one? Database, and it is running. And it is running. This is the first thing. Second thing I want to tell you. What is that one? Okay. So now this command, I did not talk too much. I did not talk too much. You don't know. Okay. But still I'm telling. Okay. This command, it's working fine. This which database? It's Oracle. It's Oracle. Let's say later you are getting a job as a in one company. They're telling, hey, you have to work on a SQL server. SQL Server means, is it difficult? No. Is it difficult? No. Here, it will be there, something called database. You have to connect to the database. Once you connect to the database, same like here, you have to go to new query. This is SQL Server, new query. Okay, it will open here. Here, you go and run the same command. Okay, this is SQL Server, but it will give error. What is error? Column parameter variable cannot find data type number. Hey, number data type I don't have. Okay. You are a SQL server. Instead of number, what you have? You have a int. You have a int. Okay, I'll go and execute. Hey, what is varchar 2? I don't have. Oh, you don't have varchar 2, but you are having a varchar. We are having a varchar. Okay. Now I'll go and execute this one. What happened now? Table is created. Table is created. Okay. I'm trying to create one again. It is giving error. Fine. One is already created. What happened now? Command successfully completed. Table is ready. Now what you can do? This command, it will be same. ADE T4. Okay. If you go to SQL Server, select command is what? Same like Oracle, it is working. Sorry. Select command is working same like Oracle. If you go and insert the data, ADE T4, okay, values 1 Arjun, okay, it insert the data. One row affected. No Arjun, I want to insert another row, okay, Veena, okay, it will insert the data. Okay. If you go and see, it will insert. No, Arjun, I wanted to see the data. You can go and run this command. Run this command. Tell me, I did not discuss depth. I'm just giving idea. What is the feel I wanted to give is, if you know the SQL in one database, whatever database it will be, Oracle, SQL Server, Postgres, Databricks, Hive, Postgres, Azure Data Factory, Pyspark, okay, wherever you go, the SQL concept 80 to 90% it will be same. Just even if you go, okay, BigQuery, Redshift, this is from Amazon, okay, Athena, okay, Athena, anything, any database if you go, SQL will be 80 to 90% it will be same. So spend time, okay, prepare well, okay, wherever you go, this will be there, okay, it is not going to change. Am I clear? You got that feel without to covering the actual class, just for 5 to 10 minutes class, you got that feel? Agree? Everyone? Okay. Now, I'm not seeing any response or responded. Okay, fine. Now, a last one I wanted to show here. Okay. We'll be covering a Databricks. Okay. So the free account and all you have to create, that I will tell you when I start the Databricks. Okay. This is for the data engineer one. So even if you go to Databricks, the SQL will be what? Same. SQL will be what? Same. Continue to the login. Okay. Continue to the login. Okay. I'm logging in. Okay. So once I log in, here you can see here, SQL editor will come. What is one? Here you don't need to install the software. Everything is cloud. Everything is cloud. Okay. Can you see here what that like create or replace procedure? Okay. They provide some new features in August that they're telling. Wherever you go, concept will be same. Even if you go Databricks, which is having a what very good market. Okay. And when you with respect to cloud. Okay. So here if you go and see, okay, you can run this and all with the databases. Databases will be there. Okay. Arjun, ADE data, SQL, sample databases are there here. Okay. In the sample databases, Bakehouse, okay, healthy, this all will be there. You can go and write a query, whichever you want. Like I have one table called sales customer. What you can do here, select star from sales customer. But the sales customer, which database is there? It is there in a samples. Inside this one, what? Bakehouse. I can do select here something like this, or else I can go and keep directly with this naming convention. Okay. Inside here, the naming convention will be different. Okay. Don't worry. This is a catalog name. This is a database name. This is a table name. Like that will be there. But for you, you don't need to worry. At the end, you just consider it as a table. It has a table. Okay, nothing will be there. Okay, it has to start some server, then only it will work. Okay, so now it is started, it is running fine. It is running. Okay, downside you can see running 14 seconds, 0 res read, 0 bytes. Okay, 18 seconds, 19, 20. Okay, 22 seconds. Now we can see here data. This is a customer ID, this is a first name, last name, email address, blah blah blah. Okay, it is giving you all the details of this one. This which one? Databricks, which will be learning. Which will be learning to run the Pyspark code, all those things. No, no, Arjun. In this data, I don't need all the data. I want the specific data. You'll be keeping where class, where class. Okay, you'll be keeping where. What is one? Okay, you can go and say gender equal to female. You'll do. Now it will give what? It is giving female and male. It will give only what? Okay, it will give you now only female data. Again, 290 milliseconds it took. Okay, it executed. It give only what? Female data. So whatever you are going to learn, SQL, Hemant, I know I spoke with you. You said I want to learn the SQL. Okay, Oracle database I'm using. Okay, yes. Someone else said, I am working in a SQL server, okay, or I want for Azure Data Engineer, fine, okay, Venkat is there, okay, even he is there for Azure Data Engineer. Wherever you go, SQL will be safe, okay. So just be focused and learn. Second thing I'm telling you, okay, which database you'll be working once you get a job, that it can change, that can change. It is not like I know Oracle only I can work, no. If you know Oracle, you can work on any database, okay. That's what I wanted to give the confident or feel with this. I hope it's very clear. Now I'll go and start the actual class. Each concept I'll go depth now. Is it clear till now, everyone? If you have any doubt, please ask me. I know till now no one asked any doubt. But if you have really a doubt, please don't sit with a doubt. That's my sincere request. Clear, everyone? Okay, fine. Okay, thank you. Please install the software. Then, okay, I will be covering in the tour, okay, classes. Okay, command line, I'm not covering, okay, from last couple of batches. Okay, that is fine because command line will be taking time. Earlier, I used to do this is to send the spool notes and okay, but now the spool notes and everything I can prepare here only with a different way. It's not exactly spool or something. Fine. Now, what I wanted to tell you is now what I wanted to tell you is, okay. Okay. So in SQL, okay, uh, in any database, right? Data will be stored in a table format. Which format? Data will be stored? Table format. Hope, okay. I sent in the, what you can say, if not checked, you let me know. In the group, I sent okay a demo video of the SQL that you check. That's what I'm thinking. If you're not checked, I'll ping again the SQL demo you check. Then it will be clear. Last class you've attended demo, okay, that's fine. But you check one more SQL demo, okay, video which I sent if you not checked it. Otherwise, okay, let me go. Okay, first class. Let me go here. So this is what I just wanted to tell you. So if you go to any thing, SQL means it will be having total 5 statements. 5 statements. One is DDL. What is DDL? Data definition language statements. Data definition language statements. DML. DML means what? Data manipulation. Data manipulation. TCL means transaction control. Transaction control language statements. DCL means data control language statements. DRL means data retrieval, data retrieval language statements will be there. These 5 statements, if you know, SQL will be completed. Believe me, to cover all these things, it's needed around 5, 6 or 7 classes. 7 classes. But to cover this one, we needed more time. Okay. We'll be spending here only. Around 15 to 20 we'll be spending here. Okay. I hope you understood. So these all be simple things. These all be simple things. Total we are having here 4 commands are there here. Here we are having, here 5 commands are there. Here we'll be having a 4. Okay. And here we'll be having a 3. And here we'll be having a 2. And here it will be having what? 1. If you notice, 5 plus 4, 9, plus 3, 12, 14, 15 commands we are having in what? SQL. SQL. Once you know SQL, as I mentioned, you can go and look for any roles, whatever you want, whether you wanted to go to macros or you want to go to Java reporting tool, PL SQL, or you wanted to go to ETL tool, Oracle DBA, ETL testing, business analyst, SAP or big data, okay, or data engineer one, okay, if you want to go to big data, or if you want to learn any data engineer, okay, this big data engineer both will be same, but in the market will be listening Azure Data Engineer, okay, Azure Data Engineer or Google GCP Data Engineer, GCP Data Engineer, or you can say AWS Data Engineer, whatever role it is. For each and everything, SQL is very much needed. SQL is once SQL is completed, whatever you want, you can go. Already I know SQL, you can go. Already I know SQL, data science. Already I know SQL, business analyst role, it will be important. SQL ETL testing, SQL ETL tool. Like that, SQL is very, very, very important thing if you are working in the database side. And how to install Oracle software, same thing I kept here. This you can ignore, okay? And this all in the classroom real time I just mentioned, you can ignore, no need to worry about that one. And the tools, command line GUI tool, I talked very clearly. How to open the command line, how to open what Toad, I just mentioned. How to connect, I mentioned here. Connect the system and username and password. Username by default will be what? System. Password will be whatever you give that password. But this password is what? Case sensitive. Case sensitive. While giving you gave in Akshara, while installing the software, you gave in Akshara uppercase. But while connecting, if you connect with the lowercase, it will give error. It will give error. You should give in what? Uppercase only. Uppercase only. Okay. In real time, how will you correct? One thing will be there extra call IP address. What is this one? This IP address is nothing but in the real time. Listen very carefully. This one. Here only I will tell you. In the classroom, you'll go and say session, new connection, username and password. You'll be giving this one. But in a real time, if you go, you have to give this IP address. Arjun, what is this one? In a real time, you may be working for one company. Let's say you are working for TCS. TCS, they'll give one laptop or they'll give one desktop. In that, you'll be installing the Toad or SQL Workbench. Then they will say, you are working for the customer called ABC. That customer is from US. What the customer will do? He is a retail customer. In US, they'll be selling n number of items. The data and all will be stored. Where? In the database. The database, where it will be there? The database, whatever sales they are doing, it will not be available in your laptop, in your desktop. It will be there somewhere in the server database. That will be there somewhere in the US. Each server will have what? One IP address host. That host they have to give, that will be giving here. That means what will be doing? From TCS company, from TCS laptop or desktop, what they are given, you will be connecting to the server which is there in the US. If you wanted to do, IP address should be there. Then only you can connect. Then only you can connect. In the classroom, in your laptop only, you are having a database, and in your laptop only, you are creating a table, you are inserting the data. Everything is in your laptop. So this will not come in the classroom. But if you go real time, this IP address will come into the picture. Is it clear? Everyone? Everyone? Connecting in the classroom, connecting in a real time, the difference. Why IP address is required? Hemanta, Veena, clear? Okay, perfect. Okay, fine. This and all you don't need to worry. Clear screen and all. I'll send you the proper notes. This and all is for command line. Okay, you'll not be doing it. Leave it. Okay, this and all. Now, okay, this is important one. Okay, this is important. If you forget the password, Arjun, I installed the software, I connected today, but I forgot the password. Then what you have to do? If you forget the password, you have to connect in the command line once here, command line, you have to connect once with what? Okay, connect sys as sysdba. You have to connect with this user. Which user? Sys user. He is the root user. Okay, you can connect to this user just by using sys as sysdba and click enter. It will not ask any password. Click enter. It connect. Without password, it will connect. You don't need a password. In the real time, Arjun, in the real time, you will not have access to this user. DBA people will have access to this user, you will not have. Okay, so you can connect in the classroom, then you can go and say show user, you can tell alter user system identified by password Arjun. Why? I forgot this username password. Then you can reset. How to reset? Alter user username identified by whatever password you want. You can reset. But if you want to reset, first you have to connect, right? First you have to connect. Okay. So first connect to the sys user, then change the password whichever you want. If you forget, okay, identified, IDNTIFID, identified by Arjun. Done. Now I can go and connect with what? Arjun password. It will connect. It will connect. So this I'm just trying to tell you because some people did, old students, if they forget the password, they went ahead, uninstall the software and install it again. No, don't do that one. If you forget the password, you have to connect it to sys user, then you perform this command, then you connect back to what? System user. Like this you can in the classroom. But in the real time, Arjun, in a real time, if you forget, what you want me to do? I am working in the company. They gave the password, I forgot. If you forgot, you have to ask your team members, or you have to send a mail or raise a ticket to what? DBA team. Okay, saying that what? I forgot the password. Can you please share? Like that you have to do. Hi DBA team, I forgot this database password. Can you please provide the password? Like that you'll be doing here. Either you'll be sending an email or you'll be raising the ticket. You'll be raising which one? Ticket. In the real time, there'll be something called what? Ticketing tool will be there. Ticketing tool like a Jira, Remedy, Salesforce, Zendesk, HR Workways, ServiceNow, like that. N number of ticketing tools will be there. Any one your company will be using. What is ticketing tool? I don't know. Don't tell me like that. You know already. Arjun, what? In your home, you have a fridge. The fridge is not working properly. Then what you'll do? You'll call, okay, the fridge provider, whoever it is there, Whirlpool, LG. Hey, Whirlpool, I purchased this LG fridge with you 6 months before, okay, but it's not working fine. Then they will tell, what is the problem? This is the problem. Then they will tell, okay, ma'am, I'm taking your complaint. Our technician will be coming within what? 24 hours or 48 hours. You'll be getting one reference ID. What is the reference ID? E is nothing but the ticketing ID, ticket ID. They will be using one ticketing tool in the backend. What complaint you are raising, when you are raising, what is the problem, okay, which date you are raising, what is the seriousness of that issue. Seriousness means what? Is very critical, high, medium, like that will be there. That all will be rising in what? Ticketing tool. Ticketing tool will be rising. Then someone will take this issue, they'll work, they'll provide the password to you in the what? Real time. Real time. Is it clear? How to, if you forget the password, what to do? Is it clear, everyone? Just to give you overview, till now, what we discussed is what we discussed is how to install Oracle software. Okay. How to connect connect command line, or GUI. GUI. Okay. GUI. If you know, okay, SQL in one DB, other DBs also same to work. Okay, this is what I covered majorly. Okay, then I covered how to connect to database in classroom and real time. If you forget password, okay, how to do in okay, in your laptop, okay, or in office you forget what to do. Forget password of which one? Password of database, not your laptop one. Are you clear? This five concept. Everyone, I will be asking you a number of times to give the response. Okay, please give the response. That one only it will help me to understand how much you are understanding. Okay, if you have a doubt, please ask. Fine. This is what I covered. Leave it. Okay, high level I said. Now I'll go and tell you another important thing. This you have to do it. How to create a new user. So what I'm telling you is, once you connect first to time, listen carefully. First time you'll open session or you'll open new connection system and you'll give the password and you'll say connect. Or in the command line you'll connect. Wherever it is. First to time when you are connecting, what you do is, once you connect, please go and create your own user. How to create? Simple. Create username. Create username identified by password, or create user ADE2 identified by August. Username is ADU2, password is August. I'm keeping done. So you create. Then once this step is completed, you go and do this one. What is one? Grant DBA2 ADU2. DB access you have to give. Once this is done, you connect back. How to do? Connect ADU2, / August. Now, which user I connected? I connected to ADE2. I will not be connected to system user going forward. Daily, all the examples what I'll be covering in this user. I'll not connect to this user. Why, Arjun? This is a DBA user in the real time. Real time, you'll not be connected to this one. Or if you're connecting also, okay, you are like admin kind of thing if you are doing it. So, in the real time, Oracle DBA people, they will not be giving access to sys system. They'll be creating some different users like okay, if you go and see ABC ETL user, ABC dev user, ABC reporting user, okay, based upon the what is your role, different users will be there. That user details they'll be giving it to you. Arjun, how they will create? Like this they will create. Like this they will create. But will they give DBA permission? No. They'll give different permissions. Arjun, what are the permissions? Can you tell more about this one? I will not tell you now. I will tell you later point of time about DCL commands when I am covering. What is the grant, what is the revoke and all. It is used for which one? Permissions. To give the permissions, it will be used. To take back the permissions, revoke will be used. This I will complete, I will cover later point of time. With this, you understood again clearly how to create a new user and what is the purpose of creating new user. You understood again. Is it clear? Everyone? Okay, perfect. So now you understood about this one. Now let me proceed. This you don't worry, server, client and all, okay, leave it, okay, done, okay. So this I'm just telling, Arjun, what about the real time? Once I get the job, what will be doing it? Nothing, okay. Real time, which software you have to install, okay, what tickets you have to raise, each and everything, they'll be having something called, okay, uh, new joining formalities are onboarding, okay, new user to the project. If new team member is coming, user or team member. Why? Because I have a work project called ABC. In the project we are having, let's say, 20 people. All the 20 people will not be there permanently in the project. Some people may resign, okay. Some people may go out, okay. Some people go to out of the project, another project. Anything can happen. If new member is coming, then what you have to do for that project? What all softwares are required? What software you have to install? Whom you have to raise a ticket? Whom you have to reach out to? There will be one document will be there. There will be one document. If the document is not there, if it's a new project, then first whoever will go, they have to prepare the document. That document will be shared whenever the new person join the company. That will have very clear details. What all tickets you have to raise, whom you have to reach out. If you get stuck, all those things will be there in the real time. You no need to worry. But once they give the document, you have to follow step by step. If you get stuck and all, okay, you have to go and reach out to the specific person. There'll be something called buddy will be there. Who will be there? Buddy. Okay. Buddy means until you get the comfortable in the project or in the company, they'll be providing one buddy and all. You can reach out them, they'll help. I hope you understood. This you leave it. Cloud one, it's not required. Okay. This I can just tell you, Arjun, I am working in the company like a Hemant. Okay. I am working in the company. Your classes are there morning before 9 o'clock or 9:30 is completing, whatever it is. But after that, I'm going to office. In office, okay, they have a laptop. I have enough time. But in Office laptop, can I install Oracle database? Yes. If your admin team is approving, you can install it. No, Arjun, they are not approving. Then Office, I have enough time. I want to practice. Then this you go and check this YouTube link. Sorry, this YouTube link. You can create some account in what cloud. You can create Oracle account and you can practice. How we can do it's mentioned here. Commands will be same, but how you are doing in the Databricks. I did not install the software. I did not do anything. I can just go and directly perform the commands by creating the table and everything. Similar way you can do for what Oracle also. If you want, you can do it. If you want, you can do it. Versions and all leave it. Okay. 6i, 7i, different versions are there. What doing by I, internet, grid, cloud and all is there. This all you don't need to worry. Leave it. If you wanted to know which version, you can do this select star from version. It will tell you which version you are there. I'll go and say ADE2 password is Arjun. I'll connect now. I'll not be using the system user. I'll not be using system user. So here from now on, whatever I do here, you'll be getting these notes also. Arjun, what does that mean? Okay. If you want to get, I'll be typing here. If you want to know which Oracle version, okay, you are working or okay is installed install, okay. Then what you can do, run this query, okay, which will give the output here. Can you see here output? It is you are having which version? 11 version. Either it's 11 12 doesn't matter, okay. Then what I will do, I'll just go and say save as, okay. I will do clipboard, okay, with what head, that's fine, done, okay. Then I can go and paste here. That means this is the query I ran and this is the output it got. Like that it will be there in this one. At the end of the class, I'll be saving all this into one notepad or Word document. I'll be sharing to you. Okay, fine. This is what how to do this one. Clear? Second one. Now I am telling Arjun, this knowledge is over. Now tell me how to, okay, create a table. That's our first class. That is our first concept. Till now is one time. From now onwards, you'll be using SQL commands. That is nothing but in this SQL commands, in this SQL commands, the first command which we'll be discussing is create. Create is which command? DDL command. Why it is you? Create is used. Create is used to create a table. What is this one? To create a table, we can use the create command. Why table is required? Why table is required? Any database, if you go, data will be stored in what? Table format. What is table? It have a columns and rows. What is columns and rows? Don't worry. If you don't know, okay. Also, if you go and see here, not here, okay. If you go, okay, not there, both the places, okay. 1 second. Okay, not there here also. Let me add here one Excel sheet. Okay, here you can go and say, what do you make columns and rows? You can consider this as your table. Okay, what is the table name? You can consider student is the table name. You can keep like a sheet. Here, if you go and say in student table, what will be there? ID, name, mobile number, qualification. ID 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever it is. Name, okay. Praveen, okay. Praveen, mobile number, qualification B. 2, Aishu, okay. Mobile number, qualification B. 3, Hemant, okay. Mobile number, qualification is MCA, okay. 4, Netra, qualification is B. 5, Veena, okay. Mobile number, qualification is whatever it is, okay. MCA or MTech, whatever it is. I'm just keeping, don't worry, okay. Like that, I can keep what? N number of rows, correct? N number of rows, I can keep it, okay. Let's say I'm telling what? Swati, okay. Done, okay. You can say BTech, whatever it is. Now, in this is called data we are storing. Which one? This is called columns. Which one? Columns. This vertical lines is called columns. Okay. Columns is nothing but vertical lines is called columns. What are columns we are having here? ID, okay, name, mobile number, qualification. These four are called columns. Four columns are there here. This is called columns. What about the rows? Rows is nothing but horizontal one. Okay. This is one row. This is second row, third row, fourth row. Total we are having what? 6 rows we are having. 6 rows we are having. So what is table is nothing but table will have some structure. What is structure? It's a collection of columns and rows. What is column? This horizontal one is called column, and vertical lines are columns. Horizontal one is what? Rows. Like this, how many rows we can have? 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 or okay, it can go for 1 crore, okay, 10 crore, okay, 20 crore, it can go based upon what kind of business you are doing it. But columns will be how many? 4. It's decided I need to only these 4 columns data. That's all. But whenever the student will be coming, that entries will be added. The rows will be day by day, it will be coming. The columns will come when? Only while creating the table. You'll be fixing these columns. You'll be fixing. Daily what will be coming? Data part will be coming daily. Rows part will be coming daily. Are you clear? Everyone? You understood this one? Okay. Data will be stored in which one? Table format. Table will have a columns and rows. Okay. What is column? What is rows? Are you clear? In Excel I covered. Okay, fine. So now I'm trying to tell is how to do same thing how to do in the database. Simple. This is a command to define the structure of the table. What the command? Create a table name. Okay, this one. This is the command to define structure of the table. Structure of the table. Here, if you go and see, this is syntax. This is syntax. Now what I'm telling you is, okay, I want to create table to store your data. You means here you means okay, you are a student. Then what I will do? I'll take the syntax, create table name, create table. What is the table name? I should give proper meaningful name. Can I give table name as a okay patient? Can I give? No. Why? You are a student, you are not a patient. So my table name should be student. Which student? Okay. You can say ADE 2 or 3 or 4 or ADE student, Azure Data Engineer student. Which time? Morning 7 a.m. student. Morning 7 a.m. student. Like that, you can give, okay, whatever name you want, you can give. But that should be what? Meaningful name. Which one? Meaningful name. Okay. I'm giving like this. This is the table name. Okay, fine. In this table, what are all columns you wanted to keep? That means about you, what all details I wanted to store. That I can give here. What I want to have about you, your name, mobile number, gender, qualification, height, height, weight, okay, your bank account number, your bank password, okay, and your Aadhaar number, your PAN card number, your passport number, your mail ID, okay, etc. Okay, your marital status, okay, marriage status, okay, status, etc. All will be what? Columns. All will be columns. But tell me, the business what we are doing, or we are from institute, or I am a trainer. Tell me, all these details will you be giving to me? Is it required for me all these details? Is this required all these details for me? If I say I require also, will you be giving all these details? Please speak out or respond something.
No, Arjun.
No, why? Why?
So some of these details are personal, like confidential, so won't be sharing all those details.
Yeah. See, it's none of my business. I
Yeah.
don't need your height, weight. It's not required for me. But you came to, okay. Like let's say you are not student. Now I'm in a hospital. If I'm in a hospital, then what I can do? See, if I'm a classroom, I'm a trainer. Then height to weight to marital status. This, if I ask, you'll be thinking why this guy is needed all these things. Correct? But if you go to hospital, let's say I'm a doctor. If I ask about these details, will you ask why you need all these details? No, right? If you go to
Yes.
okay bank, okay, or if you go to company, if they ask you bank account number, you have to give because they have to credit your salary, right? They have to credit your salary. You have to give your PAN number. They have to pay the tax. Okay, tax has to deduct and they have to do Aadhaar number. They have to provide. But if I ask Aadhaar number, you'll ask why you need it. So what details is needed to do my business, to support my business, that two columns will be keeping in the table. We can keep n number of columns, no doubt, but we'll not be keeping all. What is required? That one only will be keeping. There is nothing but, hey, sorry, I don't need all these details. Don't get scared. Why is asking all this one? I just need your name, mobile number, gender, qualification. I may need your working status, whether you're working or not working. This also is needed as a trainer. If you're not working, then I know why you joined. If you're working, I know why you joined. That I wanted to capture. These details will be keeping. Okay. Then along with this one, every student I want to identify with ID. Why? Here we're having one Sai. Tomorrow one more Sai will join. Which Sai? How will I know? Sai name is common. Okay. Then I can say Sai is fine. I'll give ID from my side. Okay, student ID, what is your ID, Sai? Hey, my student ID is, okay, 10. Then I will understand. Why? Because two Sais I'll not be giving same ID. That's what your company will be giving which one? Employee number. Your bank will be giving what? Account number. Government will be giving what? Aadhaar number. Aadhaar number, employee number. This all be what? Unique. Two employees cannot have same employee number. Two citizens cannot have same Aadhaar number. Two students cannot have same ID. So I'll be giving this ID. Fine. Then what I will do? If I go and run this one, it will give error. Need to specify the data type. That means you are telling ID, you are telling, but what data will be keeping? There is nothing but you are keeping this one. Here, what data will be keeping? Can I go and keep this data here? Can I go and keep this data here? 8, okay, here, okay, this one, and here, okay, name Arjun, okay, here I'll say 8, and here I'll say MCA. Can I keep like this? Can I keep like this data? No. Why? No. Why? Because this mobile number, you should be giving only numbers. You should not be giving what? Characters and all. If you give, Excel will take, but in the database, it won't take. How it won't take, Arjun? You have to give the data type. If you give the data type, it won't take it. Okay. ID means only numbers will be there. Name means it will have what? Alphabets and numbers, everything. But you can, that how you will say varchar 2. And mobile number means what? Only number. Gender means what? Only character, alphabets. Qualification means what? It have what? Alpha numeric value, whatever it is. Working status is what? This I don't want to keep, leave it. Like this I'll be keeping. Like this I'll be keeping. Now if I go and run this one again, it give what? Error. What error? Missing left parenthesis. What is one, Arjun? Missing left parenthesis. What is one? E is nothing but you are telling here name. You're telling varchar 2. That means alpha numeric value should be giving. Fine. But how many? Name can have how many characters? 10, 20, 50, 100, 2000, 4000. Name can have 4000 characters, sir. Yes. If you have, you have to keep it. No, Arjun. Maximum name should have 10 characters. 10 you can keep it. 10 will be very less, but I'm just keeping it. This is called width property we call. What we call? Width property. Width property means what? For name column, I'll be giving alpha numeric characters. But what is the width property means? Up to 10 characters only I will allow. More than 10 I will not allow. This you have to specify for varchar 2. It's a mandatory. What is varchar 2? I'll tell you tomorrow. But I'm just telling you. Okay. Now if you go and run again, it give error. Which one? Here varchar 2 qualification. What is qualification? Again what? 10 characters or 15. Okay. Now if you go and see, finally what happened? Table is created. Table is created with this one. Now you can go. But Arjun, this is wrong, Arjun. Why? Mobile number, you said number. How many numbers? 10 numbers, 20 numbers it can have? No, no, no. Mobile number should have maximum 10. Maximum 10. But that you should not specify that one, Arjun. Okay. Yes, I did not specify. Drop table. I will drop the table. For this, it is not mandatory to give width property for number, but you can go and tell 10. 10 is what? Mobile number. I will accept the numbers for mobile number column. Maximum should be 10. More than 10 if you give, I'll give error. Like this, you will be creating the table. You will be creating the table. Okay. Again, one more column is missing here. That I will add here. That I will add here. I'll drop the table. I'll create with what? Date of joining. When you are joining the classes, I can say date of joining date. Date of joining date. Okay. So date of joining. Okay. And date of course completion, birth date, death date. Okay. Order date, purchase date, delivery date. Okay. Admission date, discharge date. Each and every, if you wanted to store, you should go for date data type. Which data type? Date data type you should go. Clear? Okay. So number means what? Only for numbers. Alphanumeric means what? Varchar 2. Dates means what? Dates. Now if you go and see what happened, table is created. Now if you go and see, do you have any data here? ADE 7 AM. Okay. student. Okay. Do you have any data here? There is no data right now. Just the table is created. Just the table is created. Clear everyone? How to create the table? I just covered how to create the table. Everyone? Okay, fine. I'll just stop in 2 minutes. Now what I'm telling is, I just covered here, but okay, there are n number of rules are there here. Okay, what is one? Your table name should be having what? Okay, 30 characters. More than 30 if you give, it will give error. Table name should start with what? Alphabet. That means this all you can go and try. If you're getting error, you'll be knowing it. That means what? My table name, I'm starting with what? 7 a.m. It will give error. Why? Invalid table name, because table name should not start with the number. Okay, no Arjun, table name I wanted to start with what? Special character. Okay, with what? Star. Can I do? No, it give error. All this is the rules. You should not start with the number. It should not start with what? Special character. It should start with what? Alphabets. Your table name should not be reserved word. My table name, can I go and keep? Can I go and keep like okay? My table name is select. Hey, come on. Your table name should not keep the reserved words. Reserved words. No, Arjun, your table name should not contain spaces. Okay, that means what? My table name is okay. ADE space student. ADE space student. No, your table name should not contain spaces. If it is having a spaces, it will give error. It will give error. Table name should not contain spaces. No, Arjun, I want to keep the space. Then what to do? Like that, rules are there. Okay. This you can go and do. If you are getting error, for sure, some of the other issue will be there. Okay. These rules, whether you by heart or not by heart, I'll say not much important. Whenever you get error, you should not get a panic. What is the error you have to see? Some rule will be missing. Are you getting? That you have to fix it. Once everything is proper, then only the table will create. Otherwise, table will not create. Am I clear? If you're missing a comma, each column, each column should be separated by comma. If you miss the comma, it will give error. Missing invalid option. This will go on to keep underscore, but still to give error. Why? Here comma is missing. Here comma is missing. Okay. No, no, Arjun. Two column names. So, okay. Two column names should not be same. If I go and keep here, okay, here I'm keeping the comma, but this is a name I'm keeping varchar 2 of 10. I'm keeping one more column, eh, one more column with what? Varchar 2 of 10. Two columns, same I'm keeping, it give error, duplicate column name. Okay, why two columns are same? This is the first name, this is for last name. Then you separate with what? First name. You separate with what? Last name. Like that you have to do. Are you clear about the rules? Table name rules? Darwan? I'll be providing these notes, each and everything. You can go and try. Are you clear? Darwan? Okay, fine. Now, last thing. Today, what is your work? First work is, please go and install the software. I'll be uploading in the drive. I'll be sharing it to you. That's the first thing. Second thing, what you can do is, today itself, you will be getting the assignments. You'll be getting what? Assignments. Okay. Different assignment you'll be getting. Okay. In what? SQL. The first assignment you can consider this one. Today, you go and you see here, this studies table you see, studies table, programmer name, their place, course, what is the cost. You create this table with these 4 columns. This data inserting part, I'll be covering tomorrow. But today what you have to do? You have to create the studies table with these 4 columns, not this one, exactly. 1 second. Yeah, this one. This software table you have to create with this programmer name, title, development in cost, development cost, sold cost. With these columns, you have to create software table. Data, don't worry, I'll cover tomorrow, then you can add. Same way for studies table, create these 4 columns. Same programmer table, create with these columns, 1 table. Total 3 tables you have to create. What is the assignment? Install the software and go ahead and create these 3 tables, either today or tomorrow, whatever it is. Tomorrow I'll be covering insert command. After insert command, you should be able to complete this entire thing. Like this, throughout the SQL classes, you'll be getting around 10 assignments you'll be getting. Is it clear? Everyone? If there is no further questions, I'll say I'm stopping it here. Okay. See you again tomorrow. If someone is not provided your email ID, please ping in the group. Okay. I'll share the notes. Clear? Thank you. See you again tomorrow. Thank you.